Did something really messed up today, and I felt that I needed to make an episode so I can kind of talk it through, and hopefully you, my beautiful Pachos Chachos, can help me out. I was told today by one of my students that it was so typical for Christians to use my faith to justify discriminating against other people and being homophobic. So to that, I would like to retort. One, if anything, I use, as you say, although I would say practice daily, my religion to be inclusive, to love God's children as imperfect as they are, because I am no saint by any standard or measurement. I have walked a very crooked and dark path, but have seen the light and have come to the light. And I'm here to tell you that living that path is way better, way happier, and way more fruitful. And more in line, I'm sorry, with our biology and our species and evolution. But anyway, I'm here to testify. My religion doesn't use me and I don't use it. I practice it because that is what gives me joy. That is the Holy Spirit that's been placed inside of me, where my Father has forgiven me and has allowed me to breathe as a free man again. And now I'm not afraid of your condemnation, and I'm certainly not afraid of your typical ad hominem or ad Hitlerum reducto or whatever. Say what you will about me. I love you. I want you to succeed. I want you to be confident. I want you to get the job of your dreams and to live your life. I don't understand why you would ask me my opinion only to get upset about it. And at the end of the day, even when I give you my opinion, as upsetting to you as it may have apparently been, why are you going to let my opinion of you, who I know so little about, dictate your happiness? I mean, you shouldn't give that power to anybody. Whether I agreed with you or not, I still shouldn't hold that power over you. If you feel what you are doing is right, then keep doing what you're doing. But is maybe the reason you don't like that I disagree is because mine is the light and the truth. And I don't think you like me pointing out that obvious fact that you are turning away from our biological reproductive systems. You are turning away from our traditions and morals and customs. You are turning away from the bridges that connected us all for so long. You are the one who is actively turning away because you want to lust over the flesh. And you know what? You want to do that, fine. I lived that life and it wasn't fruitful for me. And it didn't bring me joy. If anything, it brought me shame that I have had to deal with for a very long time. I think you're the one who's afraid. I think you're the one who's carrying all the phobia. Because it's not me. I'm not afraid. Afraid of what? I love you regardless, all right? I don't define people by who or what they sleep with anyway. If I were to describe myself, that wouldn't even be on the list, because what does that matter? I'd like to define myself by my intelligence and my wit and my humor and my compassion and kindness, and as my wife says sometimes, my grace. I would define myself by the roles that I hold in society, like a father and a coach and a husband and a brother. But maybe that's the difference between you and I. You're so ready to put a label on somebody. And regardless of whatever label you want to put yourself in, I'm going to still teach you and I'm still going to push you and I'm going to still stretch you. And I'm sorry, but maybe in one semester for your entire academic life, you're going to have to put up with a conservative who believes in a higher being and a higher order and just wants to talk about the truth. I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings. I care about you and I want you to be happy. And I think the only way you can be happy is by making choices that align with who and what we are. And to be quite honest, as a parent, seeing the joy my parents have playing with my kids and how they've always told me when I was very little that they couldn't wait to be grandparents, to hold my children in their arms, gosh darn it, your parents deserve that too, man. They carried you around for 9 months, birthed you, kept you alive, educated you, and you turn your back on them and you're not going to pass along the fruit of your family? You're not going to continue the dimple. You're not going to continue the wavy hair. You're not going to continue that awesome sense of humor. You're just going to let it fade out for your desires, your selfishness. I don't think that's fair. I think every parent who decided to give you life deserves to hold your beautiful, healthy children in their arms before they leave, so that they can see the fruit of the family is still growing in this world. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll have another one next week. God bless. Take care.